So I think we got an episode, the intro trending right now. But so we just wanted to make sure everything worked and it does. So now we can get, to the real business. And the first episode or the first topic we're going to be talking about is stance on Kyrie. Do we agree with that? And what he had to apologize for? What for saying for something that was posted on Amazon? I believe so, right? The link came from Amazon, correct?
Yeah, they Amazon.
Yeah,
You hear me?
yeah,
Yeah, you hear me?
yeah.
All right. Yeah, so yeah, Amazon, they should be held accountable as well. You feel me? Because it works both ways.
And it's not like he said or put something out or that wasn't true or wasn't already being advertised on Amazon. So my point of view is unless it's coming down from like the NBA and the owners of the Nets is Jewish, it will make sense. But he didn't break any laws or rules to be suspended 5 games without pay.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely not.
And
That goes.
you got to listen. He's an athlete, and you always got people watching you. A lot of people look up to you. But if an athlete can't voice how he feels, I feel as though who can?
Yeah, honestly.
It's absurd, that whole situation. What's your take on it?
I think it was good.
Starbucks, double shot, energy drink. Go get you one.
Go get you one.
Go ahead.
I think it was ridiculous because like they suspended him for stating facts and like you can go the stuff he was saying you can go do your own research and find it and it's right there for you to read.
Yeah.
So you're suspending him for saying he's anti-Semitic, but every black person that lives in America is Semitic. We all have Semitic heritage. So I think that's idiotic.
That kind of
huh?
Not to cut you off, that kind of code exists with the whole shut up and dribble thing.
Facts. Like you said what you say earlier about the if you can't
Oh. And I do want to bring it to anybody attention. We are entitled to our opinion under the Constitution, state of law. These are all our opinions. Nobody's saying everything is true. I would believe, but what I was saying earlier is like I was reading on something and it touched on like back in the day how the Caucasian man said, to the black man, if you can't dribble for me, dance for me, sing for me, um, basically anything for me, you're worthless. So that's kind of what I was stating earlier, and it kind of coexist with what's going on in today's land, like kind of what happened with Kanye in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he lost a guy, loses $2 billion overnight for stating how he feels. And I believe there's a lot of things been said about black people that could be like, you said what? He didn't get canceled for that. It took him to do that White Lives Matter thing and say something about the Jews to actually get who loses $2 billion in one day.
Yeah.
Nobody should have that power to be able to take that from you. That means money's nothing in my head. What about
Absolutely. 100%. And this goes to show like we gotta like I feel like black people we gotta start taking ourselves more seriously because we're taking it as a joke because we don't respect each other and we don't support each other. Like look at the who is it? Who's on TNT? Them dudes. Charles Barkley and them. So
Shaquille
you see how
O'Neal.
they're dogging them? Like they putting us against each other. Black men
What
going
was the
against
comment you told me Charles Barkley and Shaq said about Kyrie when
he's like, nah, we as black men, we have to explain ourselves because of this idiot. I'm like, are you serious? And they know the truth. They know that black people are Semitic people based off of history. This is facts. You can go look at this. I'm not being racist at all.
Yeah.
We can go. Maybe we'll say that for the next episode for where I was going for it, but we need to be take it more seriously. Like they don't take us serious at all. And I want you to say, so most black people, we vote Democrat, right?
That's how we was brought up to think that
Yeah, they didn't
Republican.
do shit for us.
Go ahead.
Look what the all right, so look at this. Can you go YouTube something for me real quick?
Not YouTube something.
Yeah, you're like it's just it's called no fucking no voting, no fucking no vaccine. Or no fucking no voting.
Is it an article or is it a video?
No, it's a commercial to get black people to get out and vote. But look at this. For promise, this is what I already spelled. I just I don't know if you heard. This is they learning our history.
What you say?
I said
You
we
hear
need
me?
to. This is what they think of us, so I think we should. Yeah, no voting, no.
Matter of fact, for the viewers and everything, we're just going to drop the link after the video. We're going to drop the link in the description, um, so you guys can check it out. So because we're doing this via Zoom, but go ahead and keep going with your point, Clay.
So yeah, we have to take ourselves more seriously and look at the consequences that he went through, like him and Kanye that they're going through. So a black man or whatever speaking out, that's
Do you
very
think
powerful.
this would
It's
be
very
happening?
taken.
Do you
Huh?
think this would be happening if if instead of Jews it was black people they was referencing or talking about? Or
Absolutely, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't care. No, no one would get canceled. No one would be meeting with the Anti Defamation League.
and
Uh,
I just
there
found
wouldn't
out
be apologies. Huh?
Kyrie Irving is vice president of the NBA Player Association. So they're
Yeah.
definitely going to appeal to that 5 game suspension. But I agree with you. I believe if
Yeah.
it was Black lives or the whole Black Lives Matter, they felt like you could just put something on a court that's going to take care of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I noticed how RIP George Floyd and his death and everything, but how they focused on his death around the world and made us just stop and focus on that. That was
Yeah.
crazy. And moved on to the next person. But Kanye had a list of all the companies, I think Pixar, Disney, um, for everything. Basically, he didn't read five because he wasn't sure, but every one of those companies, Louis Vuitton, all that was owned by a Jewish man. So
Uh-huh.
it's like it almost coexists to his point. And I did hear something like the agenda of him, he's pissed off, so he's exposing shit. But
Mm,
I really think that he has a point. What about you?
facts. I think he has a point too. This needs to be. People need to know this. You know, it's eye opening. Like you take like now, this is helping people like really want to go find their history. Like who are black people, and they're wanting to dig deep past what we were taught Martin Luther King and slavery. That's
Yeah,
just like we came from so much more than that.
yeah.
That's just a small portion of it. But this is finally waking people up. So yeah, I 100% support it. It's, other than the George Floyd comment about him saying he died from fentanyl or whatever, I don't agree with that. But everything else was spot on. I agree with it.
Yeah, and they try. It's crazy how the media makes it out as craziness, and they cancel somebody. Like I really don't. And y'all can let us know in the comments when y'all view this if you like what's y'all stance on it because I really feel as though like that's just making people look at it like, dang, I thought we was entitled to freedom of speech, and I know what y'all said. It wasn't no anti-hate; it was the truth. It was what
Yeah,
Amazon put up on their platform. Like what is like if you would have put out a link to the new Black Panther movie, would he would have got in trouble too? That comes out soon.
yeah, right.
Like what? Like so why did
There's
he have to apologize? And my only understanding is Jewish owner owns the rights.
facts. And there's I'm gonna hit on what you were just saying though. There's no such thing as freedom of speech no more. You know, that's a dead
You
that
wanna
well, it never was a thing, honestly.
you wanna dig deeper into that?
Um,
Why you feel as though that way?
okay. Let's take Kyrie and Kanye, for example, what the whole they're they're going back, they're stating facts, like scientifically proven facts. Like like the black man is the original man. Therefore, you can go back to like to the tribes, for example, like Semitic, like all of that is it was Semitic languages. If I know time is probably winding down, but
No,
next
you
time I'll
good.
go.
You good. You good.
So these are I still remember it actually. So there's prior to the countries in Africa being named
I'm about to turn
Nigeria
my
and whatever.
camera off. I'm listening now.
All right.
pool.
Prior to the countries being named Nigeria and Algeria and all that or whatever. So there's you can even Google this. There was prior to them getting that name, there was let's see, the Semitic speaking countries was Nigeria, Algeria,
Nigeria.
Morocco, um, Ethiopia, Egypt, and what is it called? It was called Kemet. So we'll call it Kemet because we're going to honor our ancestors.
Okay.
Kemet, Saudi Arabia, and Israel, and they separated Israel because that was biblical land. They separated Israel with the Suez Canal because they didn't want it associated with Africa at all. And that was all black people, and there was all Semitic speaking language. It's actually called the Afro-Asiatic language. You can go back to that. You can Google that.
What book did you read that in a book, or did
Yeah,
you
I read
come
it in the
across
book.
that in an article or something?
Book, article. There's a bunch of stuff on it.
Okay. And this is what was hidden in books us growing up in school. Because I to be honest,
Okay.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they hid it for a reason. We would have so much pride. We'd be so much farther. We see that more than entertainers, athletes, and what
That
else are we
kind of
supposed to
goes.
singers?
I kind of heard that with the Indians though, like how they conquered,
There's
called the Indian whatever.
mhm,
Because I also want to have facts about it, but I think I know what you're talking about. Though.
mhm. there's also, so I'm glad you said Indians. So there's
And by
so
no
you
way,
know how there's
by no shape or form, or is no hate speech. We're
no,
talking
not at all.
towards
No.
no ethnicity. This is just us discussion.
This is just facts.
Yeah.
So so are you able to, since you got your screen paused, are you able to look this up real quick? So
Oh, on my phone, and I can
you
show
know
you.
how some you know how some Caucasians say that they have Indian in their blood.
Yeah.
That's completely false. There's a thing called it's called $5 Indian. It's an act. It was an act that was passed. You can you can pay to get in the records and have Native American blood.
What is
you
it
can pay.
called?
It's $5. It's called $5 Indian. So there's no
$5 Indians.
$5 Indian. Yes, but it's an act that'll lead you to the name of the act. I don't remember it off the top right now, but
Oh,
that's
look, I
like,
got you.
you gonna look it up. Read that. Can you read that for us? What was the name of that act? I don't think they can see that.
Okay, it says, what does the term $5 Indian mean? It may be fashionable to play Indian now, but it was also trendy 125 years ago when people paid $5 a piece for falsified documents declaring them native on the doll rolls. These so-called $5 Indians paid government agents under the table in order to reap the benefits that came with having Indian blood. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Anywho,
I didn't know that.
that's not hate. That's facts, right? Documented
Yeah,
facts.
I didn't know that.
Documented facts. So that's why I laugh every time they say someone of that heritage says that they're Indian. Like, cut it out.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy though. I gave him $5 and they can reap the benefits of the Indian. So it almost makes me ask the question, what was those benefits? I almost want to look that up.
Yeah, I know, right? We
Yeah,
should. That's what we should do some research and come back on that
yeah, that's a
and
yeah.
bring that up.
I'm not just going to pull Google. I just found out you can pay. I heard Kanye say that you can pay Google for your ads to be at the top, or most of the shit on Google isn't true. It's man-made, but the whole point is I never knew that. That's interesting. That's really interesting. 125 years ago. And
It
who
wasn't
were
very
people
long
paying?
ago.
Who was these people paying the $5?
It
Was
was
it
Caucasians. They were paying it. This was after they slaughtered the Indians. Like how we shouldn't be celebrating Thanksgiving, but this was after, and they wanted to be able to say I have Indian in me. But that's neither here or there. Don't take me or his word for it. Whoever watches this, just go look it up for yourself.
that was so interesting. That was a great point. That was a great point for because I want to put a name on the top. Was it Europeans at the time?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
yes.
And they said Europeans conquered America, correct?
No, blacks and Indians, we were here before that. You can even so the Olmecs, you can look at the Olmecs. Whenever you get a chance, you can pull that up. There's big stones, African faces with African features in South America that was there. Maybe I think it dates back to like 4,000 years ago, and it's big lips, big nose, and there's just giant faces, giant stone. There's a different term for it. I don't know it, but yeah, you can look that up. We've been. He didn't discover it. Like we were already here. How can you discover something that something's already here? So that's another thing. Like just taken away from our glory. But we were here.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like in a way, um, we was robbed from our history in a way, like even growing up to the point not even being taught it, to the point we should have. It's kind of go back to Malcolm X and all that, Martin Luther King, and the agenda they were trying to expose to JF Kennedy and every to even about aliens and everything like that. I
Mm.
just feel like there's a hidden agenda amongst the American people that the government is not sharing with us. So my question to you is, do you feel the same way? Especially about Black history as well, them changing the narrative, them changing the culture, them
Mm.
painting the culture.
One
I agree with
hundred
that.
percent. 100%. I agree with that. It's like kind of like it's a scar that we wear. Like every black person, we wear a scar every day we wake up because we walk around with a white man's last name. Like we don't, you know what I mean? This isn't our last names. So that's like another control factor. Like and you took our spirituality from us. So you took our God away from us. We weren't they weren't Christians back then in Africa. It was more because religion is kind of new. So they were more so like just answer themselves. That's my opinion on it. You have a take on it?
Yeah, I seen somewhere like Indians example that danced in a circle, prays to a higher god, which they call extraterrestrials, meaning the aliens or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because there was things that was happening that wasn't being brought up to the American people that the Indians witnessed and seen aliens do. Like the aliens wasn't of no harm. It wasn't trying to do no harm or anything like that. Their whole mission was to understand us a little better and why we treat our environment the way we do. Why are we making missiles and doing everything like that. And as far as having a pet and understanding why we have pets, knowing the pet can't do nothing for us. Because if you look deep, there is people saying they was abducted and the stories of abduction, how they go missing and everything like that. To Area 52, how their scientists walking past aliens down like normal and everything like that. Like coexisting with the alien and helping the do some research or something like that. And I believe Russia knows this. I believe America knows this, and I believe there's certain things that's not happening because I believe Russia could have came over here and did whatever they did, but we know something about the aliens, UFOs, or whatever, something they don't know. Like I said, it's been dating back since forever. But my whole
All right.
point
So can I ask you? Can I ask you something about that?
what
So what makes you think? Why is it such a secret? Like, why do you think they don't want to think that we've been in contact with aliens, or they just push it off as conspiracy theories?
I think there's a hidden agenda. I think that basically now to the point where it's too late because people have been encountering this way before us, so and they've been covering it up. So if they was to come out and say it's true, because like you said, they pilots will see it, witness it, and everything, and they'll tell us it was a drone. It was something
Yeah.
else. But my whole point is they don't want to come out with all this, so they'll have to backtrack this evidence. How long has this been established? There's still some people to this day that lost their careers trying to expose this or trying to bring it to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily, like I said, think aliens mean any harm. The stories I heard, they more like interested in our. This is some what I just heard probably a day or two ago. I was watching something. I forget the title, but it said the aliens got this dude. got abducted. They put him in a room with an alienish girl, and they wanted him to mate with her. So basically, way before they basically said the aliens got their DNA and mixed it with a gorilla, monkey, a chimpanzee, basically, and over time formed us. So we're hybrids of them. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
basically, they're watching over us in the environment. Just how they told us Mars wasn't livable. Now look at it. Now it's saying there's life on Mars, and to me, we're not the only species. But
No,
like I said, I'm entitled to my opinion. I do believe in the aliens.
me too.
Somebody said if you believe in aliens, then you don't believe in God. I don't think that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, like, and he had a couple of good points. His give him a like, comment, and subscribe to his channel. His channel's Truth Is. He has some amazing videos on there. I just didn't agree with that point he was making. But my whole stance on aliens, man, is like they're here. They know they've been here, like, and they live up to
Yes.
700 years old. Like, there's too much evidence, and they don't want us to know for a reason. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're stronger together. Uh, as you know, it's like almost they got us focused on race, religion, and all this other stuff instead of just being a human being and getting to the ultimate agenda. You know what I mean? So people control this world, and they've been, and it's, and like I said, to find out every president is related.
That's
Nobody
insane.
knows that. Nobody can tell Obama to George Washington. It's all the same bloodline. I do believe in private societies, secret
Mhm.
societies. Um, so basically, this is what this channel is like. Just us speaking our truth on the topics. Like my man, we're from PA. Uh, my man lives out in Ohio now, so that's why we're doing this broadcasting like this or whatever. But we have the same beliefs and we have evidence. We call each other, read up on certain things. Hey, you check this out. Oh, word! I just figured this out. So I just thought it would be interesting creating a channel and bringing it to you guys at the house because I know right now we're just getting started. We're kind of here, there, there, there. But trust me, it's going to get better over time. We're going to be giving out prizes to the subscribers, people like the video and all that. But my number one thing is if somebody's going to take from this channel, take what we're really saying into consideration. It's not like we're just saying stuff and not having points. Like my man just said that Indian $5. I didn't never knew that. What's something you want them to take from this?
Um, don't take our word for it. Just go look, go dig deep and find out if it's truth. Don't take our word for it. Just look it up on your own. That's it.
Pretty much simple. So, all right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to some more lighter, interesting stuff. As y'all can see, I'm a Steeler fan.
Mm, deserved.
Uh, we're we're not doing too
But
good this year. We're not doing too good this year.
oh,
Uh, I
oh,
think the Steeler fan, we're not used to being that team like we're waiting on next year. We're always in win now mode.
yeah, bro.
So
We're spoiled.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't agree with giving up Chase Claypool. Let me just start off by saying that. Let me start off by saying I feel Kenny is maybe the future. And this is rookie year, stuff happens, but our defense, man, got to
Oh,
our Steelers defense has to get better.
it's painful to watch, bro.
We should have
But
won. We should have beat Miami and New York. Correct.
yes. Well, not the Jets is good. They're good.
But I'm saying it was a close game, though.
Yeah.
Close game. Just,
Uh,
I'm just tired of 3 and outs.
yeah, right. And the end arounds. The little reverses they were like,
Oh
stop running
yeah,
the
yeah.
reverses. They know that's coming.
But the crazy part is we got a nice receiving core.
Yeah, we
And
do.
and Najee Harris, that's my man. But what are you doing?
Yeah, I know, bro.
What
I
are
think
you
he has the
doing?
I think he's suffering from the Alabama running back curse though.
I
Because you
did.
know how all their running backs was good in college, came out and was trash. Look at Trent Richardson. Where is he at? Who
True,
else is it? TJ Yeldon. Where is he at?
true. The dude from the that was in the same class as Najee Harris was his third string backup. He's on the Commanders. He got shot in the buttocks.
Oh,
So there, yeah, I believe in that curse, man. Like
yeah.
this, I believe in that. Like that's crazy. But I I think he was rated the number one fantasy pick this year, Najee Harris, and
Not
he
yours.
and now he's second to last, like leading in fantasy, like yards. Yeah, seriously. And I do think a lot of that got to do with our offensive line
Yeah.
because you can't run if you don't have a line. But I do think
Mhm.
our defense is putting too much pressure on Cam Hayward and Nico Fitzpatrick to do the plays like every time. And I think once we get TJ back, we'll be a different team.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get him back. I'm going out. He's probably my. No, he's not. Minka Fitzpatrick. I was gonna say he's my. I want to get a TJ Yeldon jersey, but Minka Fitzpatrick is the glue as well too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, AJ Brown did him and my
Oh,
man's 30
bro,
last week, but
you see how they? You see when? Remember he caught the pass and they ran into each other.
oh, I think he had 3 touchdowns by the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's just crazy.
Yeah, it was just like it's just Steelers. I know we're not doing nothing. I don't even lie to my friends anymore. I'm like, nah, we're going. Nah, they like, nah, Steelers ain't making the playoffs. I'm like, you're right.
I still had. Remember, you called me. I think
Yeah,
it was like game 3 or 4. I said we still can be that wild card
yeah,
team. You called me next week. I was like, yeah, man, I'm looking for the dark horse.
yeah.
I might roll with the Bills or Kansas City this year. So who's your dark horse? Which team? Because I think the Eagles is looking good too. We PA, and that's
I would
NFC.
say, yeah,
That's
the
not
Eagles or the Bills,
necessarily
bro.
cheating.
Huh?
I said that's not necessarily cheating. We PA, so in the
Mm-hmm.
NFC. So
I say Eagles or the Bills.
Eagles NFC and the Bills AFC or Kansas City. I don't think
Yeah.
the Bucks is going there. Tom's not
No,
looking like Tom this year. I think
no,
that's
he should have retired last year. That was the perfect ending.
perfect. Go out on top, one more than Belichick.
Yeah,
Your family.
perfect.
I think that divorce is messing with his mental right now.
Yeah, she didn't even. I heard she didn't even want him to go back and play. She wanted him to stay retired.
Yeah, that's the whole reason they're getting a divorce because
Mm.
he put that shit on, put that shit on, put that shit on. Every like we gonna do, put that shit on. But no, that's the whole reason they got the whole divorce thing. It was the family or NFL family, and you've seen how he already signed to be a commentator deal after his shit's over. So it's not like
Oh,
he's gonna retire and go be a family man. He's still gonna be Sundays reporting.
yeah.
So is there before we get off this video, is there anything else you want to dive in?
Um,
From any aspect, sports, what we've talking.
not
Um,
that I don't have anything at the top right now. I can't think of anything, but we'll come back. Keep pumping. We're just gonna keep pumping content.
yeah, we about to overload this right. Channel Almighty Seas _09. I'm about to put my man Cerex 2 on there. But basically we about to be dropping content. Y'all know how NBA Youngboy dropping what album after album after album. Yeah, bro. We about to be doing that with the YouTube. We just got a lot of points to make. That's it. And if you feel as though y'all think we should cover a topic or want to see what we think about a certain topic, feel free to drop a comment in or whatever. But we just trying to expose some things because, like, we're not under the oath, the Illuminati. It's like, um, that's another topic. But let us know what y'all want to hear us talk about. Definitely, we definitely got like some things to talk about, and we will be getting a little more professional with it, having points on point. So, what we got? We got 10 minutes in here. We got 10 minutes left. Okay.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got 10 minutes left.
we got 10 minutes left. Yeah.
I guess we could jump into something else.
Go ahead. What you want to talk about?
Um,
Anything under the sun that's controversial?
hmm.
Because we could keep going in about Ye and Kyrie if you want, but I think that that's a whole segment alone by itself. Minutes probably won't be enough.
Yeah, that's an hour easy. Um, I got a good one. So, what do you think about rap music, you think it influences behavior?
What I think about rap music now or
You,
when I was growing up?
you think about rap music now? You think it influences behavior and destruction?
Of course, don't get me wrong, I listen to my fair share of music like Lil Uzi, NBA, Drake, my favorite rapper, Wayne, Tupac. I like all that. But now growing up, I'm 31 years old now. Growing up, I know that there is an agenda within that music, self-destruction. Um, the life they're rapping about is not the life they live. So me just knowing that, I don't really pay attention to music as I much did, unless you got that like a something that's going crazy or something like that. But like I didn't even hear Drake's new album yet. But I do believe there's destruction. There's devils in the details, as Drake said.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's like a hidden agenda, and the people, the record labels, the execs. There was a video actually a Jewish dude made. I think I showed you when he basically said how the music industry is corrupt. And if you put out a song about God, they don't want that. They don't want that. They want you to
Yeah.
that hard kill him, got to flip the brick. They want that so they can lead the community that way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just think all the musicians should come together and maybe take a stance. And what about you?
Yeah, I think it is.
Self-destruction or
Yeah, absolutely. Like I had my few little songs where I'm like the newer songs. I'm like, okay, that's cool, catchy. All
yeah,
right. Like the what's that one girl? Ice Spice, like that little song.
it's
You got
catchy,
hold
right?
up. You thought I was feeling you? That much. Yeah, that's a little catchy song.
It's catchy,
For
yeah. Like I'm not
like that.
anti-music or anything,
Yeah,
but
no. It's just like once you're older, you realize it. And like I'm real into chakras and frequencies. Like you listen to like some of that music, whatever, it can throw your whole chakra system off.
yeah,
Like from radios, we're not supposed to be even listening to those frequencies, like 97 point whatever or 101
yeah,
point. That's way too low. Like that's like it kills your brain cells, bro. Like
yeah,
you can go Google this.
yeah.
So the frequency we're supposed to be listening to is like 963 hertz, 428 hertz, 528 hertz, 777 hertz. Any like look how high those numbers were, and then look at the radio stations. That's way
So,
low. That's too low.
so you think the whole point is to on purpose for us to like,
I think it dumbs you down. You know,
yeah,
and then you talk about like it inspires little kids too because you're like, well, my favorite rapper he smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna smoke some weed. My favorite rapper carry a gun, so I'm gonna go get me a gun. My favorite rappers talk about fucking all these hoes, so I'm gonna just dog these women. You know, it's horrible.
it's horrible. Now he's touching on music. We got 5:58 left, but now that you say that, I kind of want to touch on the whole takeoff that thing, like how the sacrifice thing. How I think because he did hear it was one of his own partners accidentally shot him or whatever, but it was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be Quavo or something like that. But that man kept to himself. He was chill and everything like that. Um, I think his death was unexpected. I know they was promoting a new album, but there's a lot of rappers dying now. PNB Rock. There's a lot of people, and they're all coming from the same label, Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I didn't know this till a little bit ago. Once you sign a record deal, they take a life insurance policy out on you. So you might be
I
making
didn't know
all
that.
these albums, but they might not let you put them out like like a DMX or something. And you might like, why he ain't putting out music? Why he ain't putting out music? He really got like 5 albums in the cut, so he mysteriously dies.
Mm-hmm.
They got that they got the back off the life insurance. How they making money off his unreleased music, like they're doing with Juice World. How they're just keep dropping. They're making some of these rappers and musicians is worth more dead than alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
don't
bro.
think
That's it.
don't think when you sign that big deal, you can go do what you want. No, that money don't mean nothing. You still gotta enter to that hierarchy, bro. Just like the whole Drake thing, the six God OVO. If you do your research, that means something, bro. What do you think you see every artist like this for? Every gotta
Mm-hmm.
take an oath if you want to reach that next level to be elite. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna do everything right say the right words. There's some good ass rappers we don't even know with a good message, but can't get signed or put out because they're going against their agenda.
Mm.
So I used to think a distribution deal was the best thing to have, but nah, you still can. They don't like. That's the whole reason why Michael Jackson died because he bought Sony. You see, when Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC, he brought up some shit from in the past. And the whole
Yeah,
time on that Victoria shit, I heard Hugh Hefner like the fuck cats. And that's I'm entitled to my entitled to my opinion. And I watched the documentary, and that's what some of the ladies said. Like, look at R. Kelly for an example. You know, they let you get away with shit and while you're following the guidelines and directions. But as soon as you don't listen, oh, they got tapes on you. I just heard Whack 100 is extorting Lauren London because he has a tape with Nipsey Hussle and another man and her on some suspect stuff. And Lauren London be paying Whack 100 not to release the tape and shit. Like, I do my research. I used to want to be a rapper basketball player, but that's no place for a black man.
no, dog. They're
Institutionalized.
yeah, and they're glorified slaves.
Mm-hmm.
You
Why you
know.
think every rapper got the chain, the Cuban link? Why we think it's cool?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I know I got the Jesus medallion, but I'm trying to do my research on was that just painted in our when we was born? Because we didn't. Another interesting thing before we go. The only thing we're promised is that date when we come. We didn't pick the date. We didn't pick to be here, and that date when you leave. We don't pick to die. I mean, some people commit suicide, some things. That dash in between is what we get to write, and it's that what the higher power is interested in. So my belief is this hell on earth is an audition for that. There got to be a place better than this. So we got 2 minutes left. You can finish it
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Also, so you know the whole Kyrie and Kanye thing that's going on. Why? Why is no one? They're okay. They're attacking black men clearly. Why are we not talking about Brett Favre taking all that money from the poor people in Mississippi that really needed the money, and he's a millionaire
And what did he do? His daughter's college, make a new
for a
volleyball.
volleyball court? Yeah,
Oh, he's not in the NFL no more, so they don't technically have to cover. I thought once you're in the NFL for a certain amount of years, you're always you get paid still.
mm,
So you don't see that on the news though. You are
yeah,
right.
no,
You are right. They
and
barely
that's
they
still
covered
going
it for like
on,
2 days.
huh?
I think they covered it for maybe 2 days when it hit the air.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I think maybe we'll
we
get
need to
back
talk.
into it.
That should be one of our upcoming episodes. Just dig into that.
Oh, we got two more coming today, so we might dig into that right now. You feel me? So that's very interesting, and that's very true. Like we have yet to hear the out of what's going on. Oh, I heard Brett Favre's lawyer said, um, he didn't know anything was whatever something.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Oh,
like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We're coming with y'all today with some more heat. Almighty Seas on the squirrel 09. My man Sir X Thompson. Just trying to give y'all great content, all facts, all true. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
dang.